Two women in their 20s were busted by Australian authorities after they were traveling with 200 pounds of cocaine in their luggage. Now, this story is made a little more interesting when you consider the fact that for the last 2 months, they were on an extravagant vacation on an extravagant cruise line where they had to pay at least $20,000 per ticket. So prior to getting arrested, they were all over the world, South America, Europe, posting pictures all over Instagram, drinking coconuts. There they are in New York, wearing those gladiator sandals. They're living the life. And then all of a sudden they get busted with an insane amount of coke. So let me give you the details. They were arrested with $30 million worth of cocaine when they docked in Sydney, Australia, after 2 months traveling the world on luxury cruise ship, the MS Sea Princess. Again, tickets for the cruise cost $20,000 each. Now, Melissa and Isabelle are the people who got caught, and they face a life sentence in prison after the Australian police found a combined 200 pounds of cocaine in their suitcases. Australia's largest ever cocaine bust on a boat or plane. Also, cocaine is notoriously expensive in Australia, around 5 times more expensive there than it is in Canada.
Yeah, it seems like there's a good opportunity for a business there. A little bit of margins that you can.
Apparently.
Yeah, you can do a little bit of arbitrage there. Okay.
One more detail that I have to give you before you comment. One of the girls works at a Pandora jewelry store, where I don't think they make a ton of money. So if you're on a luxury cruise and you're selling cocaine, just don't post the pictures on social media. You're gonna get caught, and that's exactly what happened.
So like these girls who are, perhaps working at minimum wage jobs, all of a sudden on a $20,000 cruise, make people go, Yeah. Now the flip side to that is, am I a bad person for rooting for them? Like, okay, so maybe, but so let's discuss. So number one, it looks like they're having such a good time. I want to be with them. I want to go all across the world. I want to have $20,000 for a cruise that lasts 2 months.
Yeah.
And not a care in the world. Yeah. And go all these places. They're like Bonnie and Clyde, except they're Bonnie and Bonnie. It's so much fun. Who doesn't want to be with them? I'm kind of rooting for them. They're the underdog.
Of course you want to be with them. They're on a luxury cruise line drinking fucking coconuts on an island or whatever, wherever they are in that picture. Like, yeah, I want to be with them. I would almost give up everything that I have in terms of material possessions to be with them right now. Well, not in prison, but in those lovely places.
How great does that picture look? Okay, so now the other part of the issue here is, of course, the bad thing that they did. Having $30 million worth of cocaine. I don't really care. So it's a law I don't even agree with. I think drugs should be legal all across the world. And I don't think that's the right way to prevent drug addiction, is to make it illegal. So to me, it's not that harmful a crime. I know that parts of the drug trade are terrible, et cetera, but not this part. This part seems lovely.
Parts of the drug trade are terrible because it's illegal, right? Parts of the drug trade allow for them to take a luxury cruise. Like, if it were legal and regulated, not just in the United States, but on an international level, right? Yes, I know we don't have an international governing body other than the UN, kind of, but each country has its own regulations. You guys get the point. Then they would not be able to do what they did, okay? There wouldn't be ugly sides of the drug trade because the drug trade would be irrelevant. There wouldn't be a black market for it. So that's really what I think people should get out of this story. Should they spend the rest of their lives in prison because of this? Hell no. I mean, come on. What they did was wrong. I guess there should be some consequences, but a life sentence for coke? Really?
No, you're going to make me scream it. A life sentence? Are you kidding me? You're going to put these two girls in, one of them's 22 years old, the other's 28. You're going to put them in prison for the rest of their lives? No. Let them go! Let them go! There's so much more TYT content if you sign up for membership at tytnetwork.com/join.